Do you on a show like SNL, man? Do you ever get like annoyed? Like if something you want to do doesn't get on, do you start looking at stuff that gets on and going like, what? Because comics are competitive to a certain degree. I know you said your era was different, but doesn't that annoy you on some level? If you
sometimes, for sure, sometimes.
Can you bring it back in another fucking rehearsal? Like can it bomb and you rework it and bring it back?
Yeah, that happens a lot actually. In fact, like Cowbell went to dress and got cut once.
Wow.
Is what I'm told.
Wow.
Legendary bit. Yeah.
Exactly. So you're like, well, it was meant to be with Walken, you know?
Yeah,
like sometimes it's host contingent. Sometimes it goes well,
right.
and the host is like, I don't like that one. I don't like what I'm doing in it or something, and that's what gets it.
That's got to be frustrating because you probably know the skit's really good, but this guy decided he didn't want to look like that.
Everyone who's worked there has had something kill at the table and then not get picked
because of the host.
Because the host or whoever's making the decisions, you know, where they're
Is
just
that how it works? The host like says, I for every sketch, or just the ones that are in?
Well, Lauren and whoever's head writer, which is Seth now, and then like Steve Higgins and the producers, they go in there and they talk about it, and then they bring the host in, and the host influences the decisions.
Seth at the fucking White House Correspondents Dinner. I never watched those sets. It was, you couldn't have been funnier.
He killed.
Oh my fucking God, was he great at that?
It was awesome.
That's one you want to just survive when you do it and have a decent set. He murdered like it was the improv. On
that would be a tough spot.
Early show. Yeah,
that's a tough spot for most comics.
Because
I would assume
it's every political ideology and the president, and it's like he can't be laughing at stuff that's off. Like Wanda was great, but she did like Rush Limbaugh hijacker jokes, which is awkward for the president to have to, Did you go to that?
I was there.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, it's a clusterfuck, that thing.
Is it really?
Yeah, there's so many people there. It's such a weird, like, celebrity thing now, too.
Yeah, weird.
Where you're like, oh, the Kardashians are here.
Why?
Like, I shouldn't be there at all. I was just there because Seth's my friend. But even me walking in, I was like, I don't understand or know anything about politics. I'm just, like, going to laugh at my buddy's jokes.
But then you look at Kardashian and realize, like,
well,
wow,
yeah,
you're
maybe,
way ahead of her. Yeah.
Did you meet Obama?
No, I didn't.
Have you met him at all?
No, but I've met Rahm Emanuel.
Oh,
So,
there you go.
Huh?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of look at Obama as a bridge to Rahm anyway. I think most people do. We all talk about Obama, but Rahm is the ultimate goal.
Everyone's trying to get to Rahm.
Yeah, the Rahm Holder photo together is the impossible get. That's better than Bush and Obama.
We've asked a lot of people, though. Have you met people that you do impressions of on the show?
Quite a few at this point, yeah. I mean, I met Zuckerberg, and I'm friendly with him.
Right.
The best ever was this season getting to meet Nick Cage.
Oh, yeah.
I do Cage on Update. I do a segment, or did a segment called In the Cage with Nick Cage.
In the Cage.
And he came on and did it with me, and it was like...
I saw that, yeah.
Definitely like my high point live on that show.
That's pretty cool.
I was so psyched.
And he liked the impression.
Yeah, he was. I think A, thought it was funny, and B, was excited to like come on and show that he was cool about it. Because I think there's so many stories about Nick Cage nowadays, especially with the internet, where everyone's like, he's some crazy lunatic, which is like how I play it.
Right.
Because that's funny, but
that's what everyone thinks.
I think he was psyched to come on and sort of like ham it up and be like, I am a normal person that understands why this is funny.
we had him on.
He was great
here,
on the show.
and we didn't know what to expect at first because we thought crazy Nick Cage is coming in. You're not going to be able to have a genuine conversation with the guy, but it turned out to be really cool.
I wish I was here that day. All I would have talked about is Valley Girl. Nothing.
I'm sure he would love that.
You lived and died for me with Deborah Foreman and Valley Girl. I want nothing else.
Yeah, but he was crazy because he told the story of the opera
crazy.
thing. He was at an opera, I think the night before, by himself. I think he said it was like a 4-hour opera.
Yeah,
crying. He admitted openly, I was just sitting there for 4 straight hours by myself crying at this opera thing.
He's a lover of the arts.
Oh, man, is he?
Yeah, there it is.
Man.
That's why I would be crying. Why are you crying? Because I'm at the fucking opera alone. I could be doing anything but this. That sounds hideous.
He fucking loved it.
For me, I'm always just like Raising Arizona. Forget it. Like, it's one of the best ever. He's so funny in it.
Yeah,
like,
that is a good one.
I'm a huge believer in, like, you can't take that away kind of attitude about people. Like,
yeah.
Like, no one can ever touch that movie.
No matter what else he does.